Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are seeing me for the first time, my name is Benita Onyekwere. I make natural hair videos to help you navigate your natural hair journey. And if you're a returning subscriber, this is for you. Thank you so much for coming back to the channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about my best tips for length retention, things that I did that helped me to retain length. So if this is something you're interested in, stick around and don't click off, because I'm going to be leaving a bonus tip at the end for you guys. So without wasting much of your time, let's dive right into the video. So guys, my first tip for length retention is moisture. A lot of reasons why we think our hair is not growing is because we do not know how to retain the length. Okay, so it's not like your hair is not growing. Our hair is always growing. An average person grows about half an inch to 1 inch of hair per month, but the only problem we're having is that we're not retaining the length. If you have 4C hair like me, you need to keep it moisturized in order for you to retain length. Moisture is very key in length retention, because when you keep your hair moisturized, your hair will feel hydrated and it will help you to easily manage your hair and walk through your hair. If your hair is not moisturized, your hair is probably dry, and dryness causes breakage. A dry hair is prone to breakage, so you want to make sure that you are always moisturizing your hair and keeping it hydrated so that you can retain length. Okay, so if you're not moisturizing your hair, you need to start moisturizing your hair today, and trust me, you are going to see the growth that you desire. So guys, my next tip for length retention is to handle your hair with care. I know this is not a popular tip. I'm just sharing my experiences on things I did that helped me to retain length. Okay, so you have to learn how to comb your hair, and make sure you're not combing your hair all the time. You only comb your hair when necessary, and there are ways to comb your hair. Okay, don't make sure that when you are combing your hair, that your hair is not dry. Make sure that your hair is moisturized, or at least just spray water on your hair and add a little leave-in conditioner on it before combing. And if you are combing your hair or detangling your hair, you have to start from the tip, then work your way towards the root of your hair. Don't just grab your hair and start combing it as if you are combing something else. Make sure that you're handling your hair with care, just the way you take care of your body. Make sure you're taking care of your hair the same way. You want to make sure that you're not pulling out your hair whenever you're combing it, and you want to make sure that you're using a wild tooth comb. I see a lot of people that make these mistakes. Whenever they go to style their hair, or whenever they are at the salon, they don't use wild tooth comb to comb their hair. They use um just basic combs to comb your hair. No, if you want to see results and if you want to retain length, you have to make sure you're using a wild tooth comb whenever you are combing your hair, so that your hair will not break off and so that you don't have split ends. Okay, so make sure you're using a wide tooth comb whenever you're combing your hair, and make sure you are doing it gently, and also ensure that you are combing your hair in sections. Do not attempt to comb your hair all together. That's a very bad idea, and it will lead to breakage, and you don't want breakage. You want to retain length, right? So make sure that you just take out the time, okay, and work in sections. When you're combing your hair, section it, even if it is 10 parts, section it into 10, 4, 3, 6, and work your way through. So moving on to the next tip for length retention is detangling. A lot of us are not familiar with detangling. We just wash our hair, comb our hair, then take it to the salon and basically braid it. No, detangling is a key to length retention. If you have 4C hair, you know that our hair tangles up easily, tangles up quickly. So in order for you to revive your hair, you need to detangle it before you even start your wash day, or during your wash day. You want to make sure that you are always detangling your hair before you style it. Okay, a lot of people make the mistake of styling their hair just like that without detangling. I'm going to make a video about how to detangle natural hair properly, so you guys can have an idea of how to detangle your hair properly before styling your hair. So detangling is very important for length retention. If you're not detangling your hair, if you've not started detangling your hair, you are going to be breaking off the hair that is growing out of your head. Okay, you're going to be breaking it off, and you are not never going to see that length you are looking for. You are never going to retain length, and you still complain. You always complain that your hair is not growing. Meanwhile, you're the one that is not doing the necessary things for you to see growth. Okay, so my next tip is deep conditioning. Deep conditioning is very popular in the natural hair community, and the reason why it's popular is because it is so important. Deep conditioning is a step that you cannot skip if you want to retain length, and if you want to see, and if you want your hair to grow. Deep conditioning will lock in the moisture of your hair. It will keep your hair moisturized. It's going to treat your hair. Deep conditioning is a treatment. Deep conditioning revives your hair. Deep conditioning will moisturize your hair, and deep conditioning has a whole loads of benefits that I'm going to attach to this video so you can understand what we're talking about. So my next tip is going to be, you need to avoid heat. Like, I know it is very hard for some people. A lot of people are already used to heat. A lot of people are already used to um using heat on their hair and flat ironing their hair and stuff like that. I loved it too. But in order to retain length, you have to run away from heat, okay? You have to make sure that even if you want to use heat, you have to make sure you're using a heat protectant and you're using it the right way. But if you're just flat ironing your hair all the time and you're expecting to retain length, you are not going to retain length because you are damaging your curls, and thereby you are making your hair to be unhealthy, because those curls are a sign that your hair is healthy. So if you're always flat ironing your hair, you're always using heat to like kind of straighten your hair and stuff, you are not going to retain length. I only use heat when I deep condition my hair, and that's using heat the right way. And even while at it, I make sure my hair is covered with a certain scarf, and I only do it when I'm deep conditioning. But I never flat iron my hair. Like, since I went natural, I have never flat ironed my hair. And if you keep on doing it, your hair, you keep on complaining that your hair is not growing. Meanwhile, you are the one that is damaging your hair and destroying your coils. So guys, my next tip for length retention is protective styling. Protective styles are your friend. If you watch my previous videos, you will know that I always talk about protective styles. I don't joke about protective styles. As you can see, I'm wearing one right now. So guys, protective styles are so important, but not all protective styles are actually protective styles. You want to make sure that your protective styles are very scalp friendly, and they are not too tight. They are not causing tension on your scalp. Okay, protective styles will grow your hair like crazy if you are doing it the right way. If you wear your protective styles correctly, you will see maximum growth. And I'm not talking about all those styles that you making, styles that will pull out your edges, or styles that are basically too tight and cause tension on your edges. Girl, don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. If you want to make protective styles, I recommend you make twists, mini twists like I have here, or you can make micro twist, or you can make flat twist, braids. You can even use your wigs if you like, okay? But make sure that you're always protecting the ends of your hair, because that's the part of your hair that you are breaking. And if you can try your best to protect it, you are going to see length. Because if you want to know maybe your hair is growing, whenever you make a protective style and it stays for at least 2 or 3 weeks, just just give yourself a slight pull. Just pull your hair slightly by the root. You're going to see the new growth that you have retained. But if you do not properly take care of your hair and properly take down the protective style, you are not going to retain that new growth. So you want to make sure that you're always protecting the ends of your hair. You're always protecting the ends of your hair. That's basically the reason why I even put beads on this hair, because I wanted to protect the ends. If the ends of your hair are too exposed, it is going to lead to dryness, and dryness leads to breakage. So you want to make sure that your hair is always protected, your ends are always protected, and you are always wearing a good protective style. And trust me, you are going to see your hair will thrive. You are going to see massive growths. That thought that my hair is not growing is going to change, because you're going to actually see that your hair is growing. You're going to actually believe that your hair is growing. Okay, so guys, that's it for this video. If you enjoyed this video and you found it helpful, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It's absolutely free. Like this video, comment down below on what videos you like to see next, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.